Jaime Munguía tests positive for doping, joins the list of doped fighters trained by Reynoso. How many cases must occur before something ceases to be a coincidence and becomes a certainty? Obviously, for fans who want to support a group of boxers or a trainer no matter what, not even 100 cases would be enough to admit the evidence. But for those who simply doubted and wanted more proof before convincing themselves that something strange and dark was going on in Mexican trainer Eddie Reynoso's gym, they are probably now beginning to realize that no coincidence can justify such an accumulation of positive doping tests. Today it was revealed that Jaime Munguia tested positive after his rematch against Bruno Suarez, a fight in which the boxer was trained by Reynoso. The substance in question was exogenous testosterone, meaning it could not have been produced, under any circumstances, by the boxer's own body, but rather was introduced from outside. Therefore, Munguia joins the group of boxers trained by Reynoso who have tested positive in an anti-doping test, along with Canelo Alvarez, Oscar Valdez, and Julio Cesar Martinez. In other words, any coach could suffer the consequences of one of his boxers doping without his knowledge, and perhaps the unluckiest coach in the world could have two doped boxers without his knowledge, although he would have to be completely naive or stupid not to have at least some suspicion. But all the bad luck in the world, stupidity, or negligence cannot explain how a coach can have 4 doped boxers on his team and not be implicated in such cheating. On the other hand, even if Reynoso were completely innocent, which is highly unlikely, that still wouldn't explain why he's always decided to stick with doped fighters. In fact, Reynoso has been lenient with doping even regarding boxers outside his gym, as he began training Luis Neri after his positive test was already widely known. Some even add Ryan Garcia to the list of doped boxers linked to Reynoso, pointing out that, although he wasn't training with him when the positive test occurred, he may have developed the habit of using banned substances while working at his gym. Be that as it may, even if we take Garcia off the list, the fact remains that Munguia's positive test definitively calls into question the cleanliness of that gym and the achievements of all the boxers associated with it. It also continues to highlight the magnitude of the doping problem in boxing. There are still countless boxers who dope but have not been caught due to the complete lack of effectiveness, solidity, and consistency in the tests. In this regard, it's worth mentioning that Reynoso's gym isn't the only one where very strange things happen, and that some other trainers, considered among the best in the world, have brought about enormous physical and performance changes too quickly. But these trainers are simply more astute. They never hire an outside agency to conduct voluntary pre-fight tests on their boxers and don't take risks in the doping cycles, preferring to suffer a defeat rather than being caught. Thanks for watching. More info on our website.